Hello and welcome to my very first Photoshop tutorial. This is Seco 4800 with the Seco style channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do lightsabers in Photoshop. Lightsabers are actually a very easy and simple technique you can do to add just a little bit of fun into about any photo you want. Let's start off with making a new text document, whatever. Height, let's set height to 1000 and set it to about width to about 1200 pixels. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, next we're going to go File, Open, and get the Dooku Saber. I like the Dooku Saber, I think it looks cool. It's like the only lightsaber I've ever seen that's tilted that way. I'm going to go to Magic Wand tool and hit Control-Shift-I to invert the selection. Then we're going to grab it and drag it up to Untitled 1 and drop it. Of course you're going to have to size it down because it's quite large. All you have to do is hold Shift, click on the left or right box arrow or whatever, and just drag, and that way it stays proportionate always without having to do all that nonsense. So let's have it to about there. Alright, hit enter. Seems to be stuck. Oh no, it's good. Alright, so there we go with that. Background, let's click and drag the locked icon down, and as you can see that my foreground color is set to black, and all you have to do is hold Alt or Command, or if you're on Mac, Command, and hit delete and change it to black. Ooh, okay. Alright, now that we're back to this, you can see how it has some haloing around it. You don't want that haloing there. What you can do with this, one sec, let's size that down. Okay. You could go into effects, you can, I don't know, bevel and emboss. See, some of the haloing on the bottom disappeared when I got into here. Increase the depth, and that looks perfect, actually. Alright. You can also use a gradient overlay or whatever you want to get rid of the halo. Alright, next we're going to want to open a new layer. So go to Layer, New, or yeah, it's either Layer, New, whatever, or Control-Shift-N. We're going to want to set it to Screen and fill screen with neutral color black. It's very important to do this. I actually learned this on another Photoshop tutorial myself, so I think thanks to whoever originally posted this, because I thought it was very helpful. Alright, next you're going to go to your paint selection, select your brush, go up here. You're going to want to make sure that your hardness is set to 0, and you're going to want to make sure that your brush size will fit relatively well in front of your lightsaber, and you're going to want to click and hold Shift, reach out quite a ways. His lightsaber was relatively long, so hold it to about here and click again, and there you go. Holding Shift did an exact line, and you can see that having hardness 0 gives it kind of a nice feather effect to it, and I like it like that. You can see that it's a little off. All you have to do is Control T to free transform and adjust it. That looks right. Alright, there you go. Alright, now what you're going to want to do next is hold Control or Command and hit J 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now you can see over here in the layers that we got 3 new layers, and they're the exact same thing. This is where it gets quite fun, actually. we're going to go into filter on the top layer, go to blur, Gaussian blur, and set it to 40. That seems right. Okay. Then we're going to want to go to here on the next layer down. Sorry about that. Go to, no, not render, I'm sorry, Gaussian blur, and 30. Go to the next layer down and do the exact same thing again. Blur, Gaussian blur, not 30 this time, 20. Alright, there you go. Now you got a pretty decent lightsaber style there. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click on the top and hit merge down. You're going to want to do this for all the lightsaber parts, every single one of them, until it's all just one single blade. Alright, now there's your lightsaber bases for it. Now what you're going to want to do is you want to go into image, adjustments, and go to color balance, or just Control B. And what you're going to want to do is let's see, his lightsaber was red, right? So you're going to want to change it red. Midtones, change that to red. You can already see it's starting to look really good. Alright, change shadows to red. Highlights, you don't really want to mess with the highlights, but if you want to, there you go. Now that looks like a really decent lightsaber, right? Alright, what we're going to want to do is we're going to go into the burn tool, which I already have selected. We're going to want to go to shadows, and what we're going to do is we're just going to lightly edit the back here so that the glow isn't really affecting more than what it needs to. Alright, that looks good, right? So now we got the lightsaber blade out there.
Can you see this? You think?
Okay. Now that we have the lightsaber blade, we're going to add a little bit of lens flare. To do this, we're going to go Control Shift New. Oh, and this will create a new layer. We're going to want to go back to screen, fill color neutral black. Okay. All right. Now we're going to want to go to filter, render, lens flare. These are awesome. We're going to go to, let's see, pick one that looks good. Alright, I would pick 150mm prime and drop the brightness to about 50 to 60, somewhere in there. I'll drop it down to 50 just to be safe. Alright, now that we got this, we're going to want to drag it down to where the lightsaber starts. Alright, we're going to want to move it up a tad. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got the lightsaber lens flare right there. Alright. We're going to want to go back into the color balance, Control B. Red. Shadows. Red. Highlights. Red. There we go. Alright. Now you can see that right now it looks like a mess. Especially like right in here and all that noise. And yeah, you gotta really affect that. It's going to affect the look of your image. So what you're going to want to do is you want to go back to your burn tool. You're going to be on shadows. Just touch up the areas around it. Get rid of these lens flare over here. You don't want those. You really don't. It's going to look really weird. Let's increase the brush size with bracket. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning up the negative space. Alright, let's switch it to midtones. We're just going to get rid of those lens flares right there. It's going to look a lot better. Alright, now we're going to go back to shadows. Alright, and we're going to kind of lightly touch up around the edges. You want to get rid of this bright circle halo around it, because honestly you really don't need it. I mean, if you're into that, but as you can see from the movies, the lightsabers really don't have that circle around them. Alright, and really that's all you really need to do, and there's a perfectly good lightsaber for you. I think that looks relatively well. You could do pretty much lightsabers onto anything, really. I mean, you don't have to just grab some random lightsaber handle off of the internet. You can put on your favorite photos, which I'm going to show you right now. Something that I did to the new game Oblivion that's going to be coming out on 11/11 and 11, and I thought it was kind of funny. See, you can tell that I cut out both of the swords, placed a blue lightsaber on the left hand and a red lightsaber on the right hand, put a faded image of Darth Vader on one side and Yoda, and replaced the name Skyrim with Star Wars. You know, it's very easy image to do. I might do another tutorial video on how to do this itself, because it was quite a fun project. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm pretty sure you will too. I think this concludes the first video tutorial, and so I am Seco 4800. This is my very first and hopefully not last Photoshop tutorial, and I hope this was useful, and I will show you more techniques weekly, either once a week or twice a week. I won't do more than that because I have a life, actually. So yeah, about twice a week I will be showing you different techniques. Yeah, next time I will show you how to do this. It's quite fun, and you'll have a lot of fun doing. Seco 4800, thank you for watching my video.